one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
I'm Ryan Newman, and since I started with Indiana Donor Network and Driven to Save Lives, I found out that some people think that they can't be an organ donor. The truth is, anyone can sign up to be an organ donor.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyone can sign up to be an organ donor. So don't count yourself out because somebody's counting on you. Go to driventosavelives.org and sign up today.
But my heart's going to you, Ryan.
Love that shirt.
Have you joined the fastest growing fantasy motorsports app yet? On Grid Rival, you can join leagues with your friends and manage your own fantasy team on what race fans are calling, hands down, the best fantasy motorsport app out there. F1 and MotoGP leagues are now live for the 2021 season. Joining a league on Grid Rival will make every race more exciting, more engaging, and of course, more competitive. Download Grid Rival now on your iPhone or Android smartphone. Grid Rival is an unofficial application and not associated with Formula One, MotoGP, or any of their athletes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Watkins Glen International. Tonight, the Grid Rival ESRA INDYCAR series will take on round number 3 of their season, the first road course of the year, Watkins Glen International. I'll tell you a little bit about the racetrack here as qualifications are just getting underway. My name is Chris Graham with the National Racing Network. It's a ton of fun to have you here with us on an absolutely beautiful Thursday night, the NRN World Broadcast headquarters here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. But tonight we're visiting Watkins Glen International, technically located in the town of Dix, but basically it's right outside the village of Watkins Glen, New York, right at the southern tip of Seneca Lake. 3.4 miles. We will be using the full boot configuration tonight. 11 turns around this racetrack, first opened in 1956. These are the Dallara IR18 Indy cars. In the real world, powered by either a Chevrolet or a Honda. In iRacing, they are an unbadged 2.2-liter turbocharged V6, twin turbos, in fact, making tonight around 700 horsepower, about 300 pound-feet of torque, out of a variable wheelbase, but a weight limit, or minimum, I should say, of 1,590 pounds, capable of top speeds in excess of 230 miles per hour. Won't quite see that, but they should be above 200 miles per hour as they work down the 2 long straightaways here at the Glen. Cars are out on the racetrack. Let's pick up Benjamin Combs in the Alexander Rossi themed. The paint job is similar. However, the paint scheme is most certainly not. One of the Team Watson racing entries making his way through the boot, down into the carousel, which is turn number 6. He'll come screaming down the hill towards turn number 7. Long shot up the straightaway to turn number 8. This is the toe of the boot. You go uphill, downhill into turn number 8. I'm screaming up the hill to one of the most difficult corners on the racetrack. Turn number 9 leads you back out onto the main classic route. The boot actually added in the early 1970s. Through turn number 10, that one is going to be very quick. Short shot down to turn number 11. One of two 90-degree corners blanketing both ends of the front straightaway. Down into turn 1, which is the 90. Combs going to be 7th quick. Quick timer on the racetrack right now going to be Matt Wagner. Lucas Oil on the side of that car, very similar to what we saw Robbie Wickens run. Arrow McLaren, Schmidt Peterson Motorsports. He is your provisional pole sitter so far, a lap of 1:29.94 seconds. You can see at the bottom of the screen, he's quick time overall, sectors 2, 3, and 4. See what he's going to do across the start-finish line. He goes personal best, not quickest overall. New quick time, 1 minute 29.27 seconds. Pick up Patrick Byrne. Oh, what are Menard's throwback colors on that machine for Patrick Byrne? He's currently going to be 12th quick at a 1:32.7. So far, 15 cars have taken time, and that's going to be it for the cars that take time. Qualifications have concluded. Let's get you a look here at the starting grid as the field going to start to slide in here. Matt Wagner, your pole sitter, over Timothy Watson by 1.1 seconds. Huge gap out front for Matt Wagner. James Watson, Sebastian Kinder, a couple of Team Watson racing cars on row number 2. Ty Richter, J.W. Miller will make up row number 3. Miller out of Dark Horse Racing. Joseph Kralava and Jay Shallington in row number 4. Henry Breescorn, Benjamin Combs in row number 5. Row 6 will have Nicholas Wilson and Patrick Byrne. Patrick, normally in the booth with us for these ESRA Grid Rival IndyCar Series races, but he's going to be running a road course schedule for Team Watson Racing, so we'll see if we can check in with him over the course of the night. James Kruger and Isaac Mock in row number 7. Mock will be followed to the green by his mediocre motorsports teammate Cullen Johnston and Tyler Hunt on row number 8. William Reinhard, Jim Brooks on row number 9. Jeff Destino, DJ Murray in row number 10. Raymond Root, Scott Wise in row 11. Gary Corley and Brian Voles in row number 12. All alone in row number 13 will be the 299 of Noah Janinda. Janinda not in the session as of yet. Noah may be handling race control duties here for the ESRA IndyCar Series. Field going to be ready to roll off here. It'll be a full pace lap for these cars. 36 laps the distance on this one. We'll get you all the rules of the road here as the field makes their way around. This is championship round number 3, 36 laps the distance. Cautions will be local in nature only. Interesting piece of the rules here is that drivers will have to run both compounds of tire on over, both the harder black compound as well as the softer reds, with very significant differences between the performance of the tires. In fact, hearing some of the drivers in pre-race talking about how the reds feel substantially grippier. The blacks take about a handful of laps to come in, but then they start to feel like the tires that they run on the PM18s. So for the drivers that run PM18 officials, TNT series that we broadcast on Tuesday nights, they're definitely going to have a pretty good familiarity with how these black tires are going to feel. Looking at a pit window of anywhere from 10 to 12 laps, hearing that 12 laps may be a stretch on the first stint because of how the drivers have to run the full pace lap here. So may see stints of 11 to 12 laps and then 12 to 13, 14 laps, kind of somewhere in there. But the bigger issue for these drivers is going to be how they manage their tire selections. Field comes around on their pace lap. Everybody through 10th place, well, we'll say it this way. With the exception of Patrick Byrne, everybody in the top 12 starting on what we're seeing as the medium compound tire, but it looks like they're on the reds for qualifications. So everybody up front going to be starting on those grippier red tires. It's an interesting strategy call here by Patrick Byrne, because if he's able to hold up his end of the bargain on position and not lose too much to the leaders, he could be in an absolutely incredible position strategy-wise as we get ready to go here. He could do the first stint on the blacks and then 2 stints on the reds and really make up a ton of time. Pace car is in. Green flags in the air. We're underway here at Watkins Glen. On the racetrack for Isaac Bob. We'll get you the replay here after lap number 1. Number 1 is in the books, and it's going to be led by Matt Wagner. He's going to open up a lead of 1.6 seconds. Let's slide back in the field here. Picked up Ty Richter, Benjamin Combs, Patrick Byrne. They make their way up through the S's. 10 activations of the push-to-pass system, so about every 4th lap or so, drivers will be able to get on the button here. Already seeing race leader Matt Wagner has used the button, as has Benjamin Combs. One of the strategies that we're hearing is that drivers may use it from the exit of turn number 1, and once you hit the button, it's going to be good all the way up through the entrance to the bus stop. That one it'll be interesting to see how the drivers are going to elect to use it. Gary Corley on the button right now, coming around TJ McMurray. Look at that pass completed easily into turn number 8. One car going around. That was Tyler Hunt. Also potentially trouble for TJ McMurray here as well. Take a look, see if we can see what happened here on the Hot Shoe Raceware Instant Replay. Eye on that number 80 machine. A little bit too much throttle application. Takes the front end of that car off. Look right there for Tyler Hunt. Let's see what happened to TJ McMurray as well. This is through turn number 9, just overshoots the corner. Nice recovery there, though, by TJ. So we'll go back to live racing action here. Pick up our tightest battle on the racetrack. This is going to be Scott Wise and Jeff Castino fighting for 16th and 17th position. Making their way out of turn number 7, and you come up the hill, then back down the hill. This is a very tricky corner to get right here, turn number 8. Trouble on the racetrack also for Joseph Grilava. Let's get a look at the Hot Shoe Race for instant replay. See if we can see what happened here to the Bang number 77. Oh, big moment out of turn number 9. In fact, he may have caught, well, yeah, he definitely did catch another car. Because there you see the front wing bouncing around on the racetrack. Trouble for James Kruger as well. Let's slide up here towards the front of the field. Get you one more replay. Here's James Watson coming around Sebastian Kinder. This is going to be up the hill. Watson on the button. Down the back, straightaway, easily makes that pass into the inner loop. Deal at Watkins Glen, you don't call it a chicane, and it's not a numbered turn. It's just a kink in the road. Race leader Matt Wagner already finishing up his 4th lap, so pretty rapidly closing in here on the first set of pit stops, and we'll see who's going to elect to make the change onto the black compound tires for the middle stint, and who will want to finish out on the reds. It was not totally a consensus of which tire the drivers preferred more. Sebastian Kinder going to have to try to fend off J.W. Miller. Miller's going to make this pass without the aid of the button. No push to pass in use there. J.W. Miller moves up to the 4th position. That fantastic All-American Racers Gurney Eagle throwback livery. This is a pretty interesting corner as they come through the carousel. When you run the classic version of the race course, it is not, it's a continual radius corner, basically, almost 180 degrees all the way around. When you run the boot segment, the corner opens up on exit, allows you to carry a lot more speed down into turn number 7. Excuse me, down into turn 6. So. Taking a look here at the comments. Chad Irvine checking in at the beginning of the broadcast. Go fast, turn left. Well, we're making right turns tonight too, Chad. But we like the sentiment there. Alexander Ball checking in saying, good luck, team. A couple of the drivers that we normally have participating tonight unable to attend. One of those being Alec Coates, who I believe may be watching us from 30,000 feet somewhere over this great country of ours. James Watson holding on to that podium position, but not by much. We got down to about 0.4 of a second. Trouble on the racetrack for Tyler Hunt. Let's get a look here. See what happened to that number 80 machine. And kind of same deal. That turn 9 is so incredibly difficult. On those black tires as well, so not as much grip on offer there. This is the tightest battle on the racetrack between Watson, Miller, and Kinder, so we'll stay with the fight. Another good one going on as well. A little bit back in the pack here, but Miller going to look to the inside. Sends it in big. Dive bomb into turn number 1. Watson going to run a little bit wide. J.W. Miller completes the pass. He moves up into the 3rd position. Get you a little bit of a full field rundown here. Here is your race leader, Matt Wagner, already going to be catching up on some lap traffic here. That'll be 21st place. Brian Voles will be next on the list for Matt Wagner. Very, very quick all season long, and going home with a runner-up position 1 week ago. He is currently your points leader. Chris Wilhite, Charles Teed, Eric McCarthy, and James Watson, or at least we're seeing on the iRacing side. Let's make sure we're checking out the right point standings here. Yeah, there you go. Matt Wagner, Charles Teed, James Watson, Chris Wilhite, Benjamin Combs, your top 5 in points. Currently running in the 2nd position, doing a one-off here. The old Team Lotus colors. That is a fantastic creation of that scheme. Piloted tonight by Timothy Watson, as we mentioned, doing the one-off for Team Watson Racing. Currently in the 3rd position is J.W. Miller. He's been able to open up a gap of about 2 seconds over James Watson after coming around for the 3rd position. Here is the 39 machine of Watson making his way down towards turn number 6. Just behind Watson is Team Watson Racing teammate Sebastian Kinder. Benjamin Combs running in the 6th position. Yet another of those Team Watson Racing entries. There's a ton of them in the field here tonight. There's William Reinhardt, the We Race as One entry. Running in the 8th position, another Team Watson Racing car. That's Ty Richter. Running in the 9th position, about a 2.25 seconds back, is Raymond Root. Rowdy Energy, number 23 machine. Rounding out your top 10 is Patrick Byrne. Like we said, a little bit of a Menards throwback there. Good paint scheme effort there, Patrick. Well done. Running in the 11th position is Scott Wise in the number 31. currently in 12th, just behind him. Jeff Castino. I believe that is a Team Watson San Jose entry. You can tell the difference based on the colors on the front wings of the Team Watson racing cars. In the 13th position is Jim Brooks. Area 51 on the side of that team. Here's the 83 of Nicholas Wilson. DJ McMurray in the 48. We saw him have a little bit of an issue earlier in the race. He's currently running in the 15th position. We'll slide back up here towards the front of the field, pick up William Reinhardt. He's going to have Benjamin Combs about 0.6 of a second back. Jacques Debris laying there in the middle of the racetrack on the exit to turn number 9. Slide back a little bit further and pick up Jeff Castino. He's about 0.4 of a second back to Scott Wise in the battle for the 11th position. Wise going to run way wide at turn number 9. Just missed the corner entry big time. That's going to allow Castino to catch right back in as they work their way through turn 10. Lap number 10 on the scoreboard. It's been all Matt Wagner here at the front of the field. The gap over 8 seconds back to Timothy Watson. Taking a look at the team championship standings. Team Watson Racing leading that championship through week number 2, sitting on 59 points. Dark Horse Indy second in points at 42. Team Ball Racing third on 37 markers. Lights Out Esports and Mediocre Motorsports top 5. Dark Horse Racing, the Butchers, Team Watson Racing San Jose, and Torque Wrench Motorsports will complete 10 teams that we see on our, 9 teams that we see on our list here. A little bit interesting in terms of the use of push to pass so far. Unfortunately, we can't show you this graphically. Actually, same as we're not able to show the tire compound that the drivers are on either. James Watson on button push number 3 here. William Reinhardt, Benjamin Combs down to 7 uses of the push to pass. Race leader Matt Wagner has used the button once. Timothy Watson in second has not touched it yet. So he's going to have a bunch of it left as we come towards the end of the race here. Like Jeff Castino is into the pit area. We'll see if take a look here. Trouble for Timothy Watson. Get you the Hot Shoe Race for instant replay. See what happened here. Oh, just way up the hill. Big wiggle. He's going to bang the inside wall at the exit of turn number 7. Losing a couple of spots in the process. We're going to come back here. Race leader Matt Wagner down pit road for stop number 1 here on lap 11. So no real surprise to see the early stop here. We'll follow Matt Wagner's pit stop. Timothy Watson, Benjamin Combs going to be in as well. We'll see what the race leader elects to do in terms of tire strategy. Car goes up on the air jacks. 4 Firestone black tires going on that number 11 machine. He's down and away. 8.02 seconds for 4 Firestone blacks and a full tank of Speedway fuel. That's going to make this driver your new race leader, at least as the cycle of pit stops works their way through here. Long stops for Benjamin Combs and Timothy Watson Again, no quick repairs in the ESRA IndyCar series. At least I don't think they have. So you're doing all of your repair work kind of in live time conditions here. Timothy Watson back out on the racetrack after 24.25 seconds for the repair to the front nose of that machine. Benjamin Combs, 10.73 seconds. 7.95 for Ty Richter. Here comes J.W. Miller down pit road. We'll see if the extra lap was going to be to his benefit here. James Watson going to follow him down the pit road. That'll give us a new race leader in William Reinhardt as we cycle through pit stops. Sebastian Kinder also electing to stay out on the racetrack. Black tires going to go on that number 6 of J.W. Miller. He's down and away. Same's going to be true for James Watson. 9.45 seconds to stop for Miller. 7.97 seconds. Fantastic stop for the 39 of James Watson. Matt Wagner able to come around J.W. Miller. Miller going to have to get those black tires up to temperature pretty quick here because Patrick Byrne working his final couple of laps anyway on those hard tires. He may be able to go soft through the finish here and really try to set some big laps. But take a look here at race leader William Reinhardt. See if he's going to elect to make his pit stop here and work down through turn number 10. Yes, he does. Race leader William Reinhardt on pit road, as is Sebastian Kinder. Both of these drivers will fall back in the order here as race leader Matt Wagner already coming by down the front straightaway. See where the 44 and 97 machines slot out here. 44 already up on the air jacks. He's going to be down and away, 8.73 seconds on the stop for Reinhardt. Sebastian Kinder, 8.43 on the stop there. Red tires back on for William Reinhardt. I believe he will have to use the blacks as we come around here. One car left to pit. That is Patrick Byrne working lap number 14. This is further than we expected the drivers to be able to go here. So Byrne may be in a full fuel save mode. We'll see. If he gets to lap 18, he could actually do the race on one fewer stop. And he's only about 15 seconds back of race leader Matt Wagner. So that is absolutely the pit lane time that he could theoretically jump back up here. But I don't see any way that you're going to be competitive on lap time while trying to milk the fuel here. Byrne is going to make his stop this time, so we'll start to fall back through the field just a little bit. Resetting everything now. Matt Wagner, no change at the front. He's your race leader working down the back straightaway. J.W. Miller, James Watson are in the podium positions. Going to go back 12 seconds to find J.W. Miller. Wagner already entering the boot. J.W. Miller just entering bus stop down the back straightaway. James Watson, about a similar gap back here, a little bit less. 7 seconds behind second place running Miller. There's William Reinhardt working his way out of the carousel. He's only about 2 seconds back of James Watson for that final podium position. There's Sebastian Kinder. He is currently rounding out your top 5. 5.5 seconds back of William Reinhardt for 4th, and about a 2-second gap ahead of Ty Richter. All of your race leaders stopping anywhere from lap 11 to lap number 13. Patrick Byrne able on the fuel save strategy to get out to lap number 14. Kind of an interesting call, because really by the end of the race, he's going to be able to get a fair number of laps here on those soft tires. Fewer laps, I should say, about 2 laps fewer. We did see a big drop off in lap time. Pick up Benjamin Combs here as he's on the button. He's going to have 6 activations of the push-to-pass system remaining. Down to about a half second behind Jay Shallington. Haven't really talked about Jay much yet tonight here. Both drivers currently on the black tires. Combs is going to easily dispatch the number 12 of Shallington. Up the hill through turn number 7. This corner provides such a unique challenge. It is a banked corner that you turn uphill, so as you exit the corner, you can really see the back end snap around in a pretty big way on corner exit as everything levels off. Take a look here as William Reinhardt catching in on James Watson in the fight for the 3rd position. Already approaching halfway here at Watkins Glen. Easy pass into the bus stop for Reinhardt. He's on the red tires. That car is going to be faster than James Watson running the blacks. We'll see how quickly Reinhardt's able to pick the gap up here. The 2nd place running J.W. Miller, it's sitting at 7.3 seconds, but Reinhardt really chipping into that in a pretty big way. As we're about to say, coming up next here on the National Racing Network, the Indy Pro 2000 Official Series from USA International, round number 10. Can't believe we're already almost through our first season of coverage of the Indy Pro 2000 Series. They are at USA International Raceway. We saw it in the TNT All-Oval Series on Tuesday night. The place really provided some interesting racing. This one, however, will be a sprint race, a very, very quick run to the finish here for those drivers in the Indy Pro 2000 Series. But we're at the halfway point here. All alone coming out of the carousel is race leader Matt Wagner. 2nd place, J.W. Miller. He's entering the carousel as Matt Wagner is already down through turn number 6. Lap traffic in the form of Isaac Mung. I believe going to be, just Lap traffic just ahead of the battle for the third position here. Going to be polite and get out of the way as William Reinhardt and James Watson make their way up through turn number 9. That was actually 17th place running Isaac Mock. Ty Richter closing in on Sebastian Kinder. This is another Reds versus Blacks battle as they head down the front straightaway. The alternate tire on Ty Richter's machine is one car way off the racetrack just ahead of this battle. Richter showing the into the rear view mirror there, Sebastian Kinder a little bit as they came down the back straightaway. So much time to be gained or lost here in the bus stop. This is really where Watkins Glen International can get fairly technical. Seeing trouble on the racetrack for James Kruger. Pitch a hot shoe race where instant replays. He makes his way down through turn number 7 up the hill. Just overshoots the corner a little bit, scrapes the outside retaining wall, loops it around. Almost getting some of the lead cars there, but swings that machine back around safely. He's able to continue. Ty Richter actually losing a little bit of time here to Sebastian Kinder. Get you a hot shoe race for instant replay. Jim Brooks coming around Scott Wise. Looks like Wise had a little bit of an issue. Yeah, he hit pretty hard. Just overshooting turn number 10. Noses the car into the inside retaining wall. Not a ton of damage there. He's going to be able to stay out on the racetrack, but does lose the position. Also seeing trouble for Cullen Johnston. This happening just a moment ago when the run down, turn number 7. Yeah, car just pushes hard off the racetrack. Bounces it off the tire barrier. Cullen Johnston now trying to lift that car back home. Here is Ty Richter and Raymond Root. Richter actually losing ground on Sebastian Kinder. Root now within a quarter of a second as they make their way up through the S's. This part of the racetrack is just so incredibly fast. Absolutely full throttle from the exit of turn number 1 all the way up through the hill. Richter covers the inside lane, but it's going to be the off nominal entry into the bus stop. Forces them a little bit wide through the carousel. So incredibly easy to abuse these tires. Anticipating final pit stops coming up here in the next couple of laps or so. We're working lap number 22. This would be a 24 lap stint, I guess 23. lap stint. If race leader Scott Wagner, yeah, let's try this one again. I promise we can math here, people. It's going to be about a 12 to 13 lap stint for your race leader, depending on when he chooses to pit. It's a little bit long. If you go back on the black tires, it's going to give you a little bit more margin for error in terms of making the car handle to the end. It may not matter much at all, though, as Matt Wagner will show you the gaps here. Ooh, almost contact into the bus stop. Wagner with a 9.7 second lead over J.W. Miller. Not enough to hold through the pit stop. It's right in line with the stop time, but not the total time on pit road. William Reinhardt at 15 seconds back also should be good to come out ahead of Wagner when he makes his pit stop. But you start to look back towards James Watson, Sebastian Kinder, Ty Richter. Those drivers may need a little bit of help here from Matt Wagner, either with a mistake on pit in or pit out. And quite frankly, we have not seen that here tonight. 14 cars still remain on the lead lap. There's the lockup. Oh, almost making contact. Turn number 9. There's the spin. Raymond Root goes around. Oh, what a tough break there for Raymond Root. Let's get you the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay. And we'll go on board with Raymond Root as they come up the hill to turn 9. It's a good save for Root. Ty Richter now has basically cooked his tires. He's going to make his way down pit road for his final service here at lap number 23. Over 16 seconds on the stop now. In fact, over 20 seconds. So damage repair ongoing for the number 33 at Ty Richter. He's going to fall down to be the last car on the lead lap. May even go a lap down. Yes, he will. To race leader Matt Wagner as he comes down the front straightaway. Checking in the comments here, seeing Isaac Morris saying Richter with some odd movements. I don't know that you would call them odd. He was absolutely defending the line in a preemptive move. The pre-bizzle, if you will. Patrick Byrne, known for throwing some of the biggest blocks you will ever see, to the point that they're now called bizzles. So it more feels like a preemptive maneuver than it does actually throwing the block or trying to throw Root off of what he was trying to accomplish, but it definitely can be distracting. There's no denying that. Get you the stint length here on your top 10 drivers. Expecting to see race leader Matt Wagner here down pit road anytime now. Driver of the race so far goes to William Reinhardt, up 14 positions from the drop the green flag. Great run as well for Raymond Root. He's up 15 to run inside the top 10. Yeah, Isaac, yes, there's defending and then there's blocking. I agree with that. I am not a fan of the blocks. I'm all for good defensive driving, and it is a very fine line that you have to walk there between defending your position and just straight up throwing a really dirty block on somebody. J.W. Miller, James Watson, both on pit road out of the front of the field here. 8.17 seconds for Miller, 7.97 for James Watson. So they're back out on the racetrack. Final stops are completed. Option tires on both of those machines. Here's Matt Wagner. He was on the button. Kind of an interesting choice of where to use it there. Basically out of the bus stop. Down through turns 6, 7, and 8. So we may see him come onto pit road this time. Yes, we do. A little bit of a late commitment. He gets down to the pit limiter speed. Maybe. We'll see. Didn't quite see a lockup, but that one may be close. Race leader on pit lane for the final time here tonight. The gap 16 seconds over William Reinhard. But Reinhard also making his way into the pits. So it's going to be down here to Sebastian Kinder to see if he's going to stay out. Race leader down and away, 7.90 seconds for 4 Firestone Reds and Speedway Fuel. Sebastian Kinder on pit road here as well. CJW Miller working his way down the front straightaway. His option tires are going to be up to temperature. The same is not true for Matt Wagner, but Wagner already down the back straightaway. So top 3 all going to hold serve here. James Watson with a ton of ground to make up as well. He is 6 seconds back of third place running William Reinhard. Cover the final pit stops here. Sebastian Kinder making his way out. Patrick Byrne is in, as is Jim Brooks and Raymond Root. Going to pick up what looks to be the tightest battle on the racetrack here. Benjamin Combs about a second back of Jay Shallington. You see both cars making their way down the backstretch and into the inner loop. Raymond Root finishing up his pit stop, 48.25 seconds to repair the damage with the Armco barrier. Third after that spin at turn number 9. Root right back on the button. Excuse me, that's Jeff Castino on the button. This is a battle for position. Scott Wise, Jeff Castino, Raymond Root, all 3 cars fighting for position here. A little bit of a lockup there from Jeff Castino. This is the fight for 12th, 13th, and 14th. Trouble on the racetrack for Nicholas Wilson. Get you a little bit better look at that one here. Overcooks it a little bit. Back end comes around. Good job keeping the car off the fence though by Nicholas Wilson. He's able to continue. This battle holding pat here with Wise, Root, and Destino. In fact, Root able to come around Destino. If Jeff Castino didn't have a bit of an issue there, because that car was definitely off the pace in turn number 1. Going to start to slot back in, but getting out of the way for race leader Matt Wagner. You need to be mindful of the blue flags here. You can fight for position all you want, but iRacing will issue a black flag or failure to yield. It'll be interesting to see how much of a fight here that Root and Wise put up. Root's going to move out of the way, allow the race leader through on the straightaway. Wise locks up the right front into turn number 8. There's the race leader coming out just behind him again. He's going to have to answer the blue flag here soon enough. Wagner. Big moment. Up through the S's. Trying to come around Wise. And that's going to absolutely open the door for Raymond Root. Isaac, there's the difference between defending and blocking, by the way. Especially when you're doing it to the race leader. Since we have some cars all lined up together here, let's give you fans at home one more chance tonight to crank it up. Wise got a little bit off track entering turn number 1. That opens the door for Raymond Root. Wise going to block the inside lane. Oh, Root's going to go around. Second time tonight, Raymond Root has trouble trying to get a pass completed. Hopefully he doesn't get a slowdown penalty from iRacing as part of that. Take a look here. Seeing trouble for Patrick Byrne. See what happened here. Oh, just a little bit off course. Bangs it off the Armco a couple of times. Down towards turn number 6. Tough break there for Patrick. Keeps the car in a straight line, but I believe that car had a little bit too much damage. Yeah, he's going to have to pull over and take the tow back to the pit area. Putting lap number 31 on the scoreboard is race leader Matt Wagner. Up by 11.1 seconds over J.W. Miller. 6 seconds back to William Reinhardt in third. Here's a look at J.W. Miller. Third position is William Reinhardt. Running in fourth, a little bit of a slow, steady run here. Not slow, because he's only down 1 position from the drop of the green flag, but good run for James Watson to hold it inside the top 5. Same can be said for Sebastian Kinder. Yeah, seeing in the comments here, Pull it up. Our buddy Isaac checking in once again here saying, Root should have backed out. Unlucky mistake. Yeah, that was... He knew he had the opportunity, and passing can be difficult here at Watkins Glen. There's plenty of opportunities, but getting caught up close enough in 30 air is very difficult. Definitely a tough break for Raymond Root. Continuing our walk back through the field here, there's Benjamin Combs. Team Watson cars, 4, 5, and 6. They're going to be a good team points night for sure, but I think those guys were hoping to put at least one on the podium this evening. There's Jim Brooks running in the 7th position. Brooks up 11 spots from the drop of the green flag. Number 3 on the hard charger list so far tonight. Jay Shallington, very quiet run to the 8th position. Running back in 9th is Ty Richter, one of the Team Watson San Jose cars. He's 1.7 seconds back of Shallington. Running in the 10th position, up 12 from where he started this race tonight. Scott Wise in the number 31. A little bit of a lockup there on entry to turn number 8. Back in 11th position, next to last car on the lead lap is Jeff Castino. Actually, race leader just coming ahead, just coming past a little bit ago. So Castino going to be the first car one lap down here. There's Raymond Root back to the 12th position, still up 9 from where he started, but he was really hoping for a little bit better performance here tonight. Timothy Watson running in the 13th position. He's down 11 from where he started after the incident earlier. DJ McMurray up 6 in the 14th position, and Cullen Johnston holding on back here in the 15th position. No change from where he started tonight's race. Here's a look at Isaac Mock in the number 16. Isaac's had several issues over the course of the night tonight, but keeping the car on track, which is more than can be said for quite a few drivers here this evening. Same is true for Nicholas Wilson in the 83. He's down 6. Going to be a little bit disappointed with his performance this evening. Just saw trouble for the 78 of Gary Corley. Take a look here, see if we can see what happened on the entry to turn 8. I'll just overcooked it in a big way, goes off track. May have had an issue coming back on as well. Patrick Byrd out of the race, as is James Kruger. Several cars going to be out here as we're down to just a handful of laps to go. This guy, Matt Wagner, has been just about untouchable here tonight. Up by 1.2 seconds in practice, and he has converted that into a 12-second lead, as we'll be down to 2 to go next time by the start-finish line. Dominant performance for Matt Wagner. Take a look here. Trouble for James Kruger. Turn 9 just so incredibly tricky. It's off camber. Basically, the racetrack is falling away from you as you make that corner. The back end gets late, and you have to run so little downforce to be setting competitive times here at Watkins Glen that it's so easy to get the back end looped around there. Matt Wagner not having those issues tonight, though. Sitting on 3 activations left of the push to pass, so we'll see if he's going to go for broke here late in this one. Man, these cars are just so quick through that bus stop. Watkins Glen is fun to watch with the NASCAR Cup Series cars. It's even better with the sprint cars, the endurance cars of the IMSA Series. 6 hours at the Glen, but nothing beats watching an IndyCar rip around this place. Huge downforce, massive power. Matt Wagner doing an absolutely clinical job of cutting this field to shreds tonight. James Kruger having to jump through the pit area. The white flag is out, 1 lap to go for Matt Wagner. Not a close battle to watch on the racetrack. I'm sure this will be a pretty pumped Matt Wagner here in victory lane tonight with just a handful more of corners to get through. He was already your points leader heading into tonight. With Charles Teed not running, James Watson running in the 4th position, Chris Wilhite not running. That lead is going to expand exponentially, working his way up through the boot for the final time. Through turn 8, up the hill to turn number 9. A little bit gentle on the throttle out of turn number 9. 10 is clean. Through turn number 11, checkered flag in the air. Dominating win tonight for Matt Wagner here in ESRA at the Glen. Here's J.W. Miller working his way through the final corner. Grabs his last use of the button. Across the finish line, and that will be it. There's William Reinhard coming home in the 3rd position. 4th place will be James Watson. Not a bad run there for the 39 machine tonight. Watson coming home in the 4th position. There's Sebastian Kinder making his way out of turn 9 for the final time. He'll be the 5th car to complete the 36 circuits here at Watkins Glen. Across the line, Sebastian Kinder comes home 5th. Here's Benjamin Combs. He'll finish in the 6th position. Let's pick up your race winner. Absolutely incredible drive tonight for Matt Wagner. As he does the celebratory donuts here on the front straightaway. Let's get you the results for tonight's ESRA at the Glen. Matt Wagner with a win by 13 seconds. For J.W. Miller, William Reinhard going to come in the third position. James Watson, Sebastian Kinder complete the top 5, 6 through 10. Belongs to Benjamin Combs, Jim Brooks, Jay Shallington, Raymond Root, and Jeff Destino. Ty Richter, Scott Wise, Timothy Watson, TJ McMurray, Cullen Johnston back for 15th. 16 to 20 will have Isaac Mock, Gary Corley, Nicholas Wilson, Patrick Byrne, and James Kruger. 21st, Henry Bricecorn, Tyler Hunt, 22nd, Brian Bowles, 23rd, and Joseph Perlava will round out the field here in the 24th position. The race winner is going to get it pulled up here into victory lane. Let's pick up runner-up finisher J.W. Miller here for the first of our interviews this evening. And J.W., it was a very good run for you tonight, but ultimately I don't think anybody was going to be catching Matt Wagner.
Yeah, he was really quick. I was hoping that we were going to be able to stay in the draft with him to at least have a shot. I know that we were pretty close on the primary tires, but on the alternates, he was quite a bit faster. So
it seemed like there wasn't a ton of wiggle room in terms of strategy either, just based on what the fuel number was going to be. It was going to be a night of one stint on the hards, 2 stints on the soft, and the cards were going to play out where they were.
Yeah, we kind of did quite a few different sessions, testing it out all the different ways, and this was just the best way that we figured out to do it.
So, good run for you here tonight, and congratulations on the podium. Who would you like to thank?
Yeah, thank you guys. Obviously, thank you for broadcasting each week. NRN, I love watching the broadcasts. Everything open wheel that you guys do is great. Big thanks to Dark Horse Racing, running that team now. So it's fun. Unfortunately, my other teammates didn't make it tonight, but hopefully getting some good team points there. But thanks to everybody in the league as well. Everybody who runs it, Alec and Cullen. Great league. Lots of fun.
All right, JW. Thank you very much, bud. We appreciate it. Hopefully we're talking to you again next week. Let's okay, let's pick up Mr. William Reinhard here, our third place finisher this evening. William, it was a very good run for you here over the course of the night. You're the hard charger, gaining 14 spots and a fantastic run to the podium. Okay, sounds like we may not have William Reinhard here just yet. We'll see if he's able to jump in. But let's pick up our race winner, Matt Wagner.
How's it going, buddy?
Absolutely dominant performance here tonight for you, Matt. I mean, it was, could you have asked for anything better?
It was I asked for a nice clean start. I was a little nervous probably about 10, 15 laps in. I swear, but everybody had the overheating issues, but I was able to overcome it.
That's interesting. That's the first we're hearing about it. How does that play on you as a driver when you can't exactly back down? Because overheating, I would imagine you're relying on airflow. The faster you're going, the more air you're going to get to the car. So,
yeah. When I was on blacks, I was able to save fuel, and get some air to that engine. And every time you get on the chip, it would start to overheat more and more. And ooh, it was quite scary. Once I was in the red for about 2 straight laps when I was on the red tires, and then I kind of had to back off. It was quite a scary moment when you're in the lead.
Yeah, I would imagine so. You're playing with the fuel mixture maps the whole race and everything else. So it dominant win, and from a points perspective here, I don't think you could have asked for anything more. Two of your top five rivals in the points were not even entered in the race tonight. James Watson comes home fourth. Benjamin Combs sixth. You're going to open that points lead to a very wide margin after tonight.
Yeah, I'm proud to represent the ESRA and Team Watson Racing. We'll see what happens on next week. Today was pretty exciting about the points lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic run for you tonight, bud. And who would you like to thank?
I would like to thank Area 51 Racing, Team Watson Racing, the ESRA, Alec and Colin. They put on a great show for everybody. James for letting me in the team. Thank you very much there, buddy. I greatly appreciate it. God, there's so much people to thank. Butt Kicker. Oh, it's truly amazing. NRN, you guys are spot on. Appreciate it. You guys are wonderful.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that, and good luck to you. Hopefully, we're talking to you again next week.
Yeah, Chris, have yourself a good night, brother.
Yeah, you too, bud. Let's see one more time here. We'll try to pick up Mr. William Reinhardt here. William, do you have a copy on us?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, bud. And the question we asked initially, absolutely epic run up 14 spots into the podium. How did you pull that off when there was some coming and going, but not a lot?
Yeah, the real issue that I had was going in the qualifying. I just had 2 bad runs out on the track, and I couldn't make anything work. And the original was to start from the alternate and go from there. And I knew I could make the alternates run for an entire stint and hold a pretty good lap time. And so we decided to run with that, and just hope that in that last stint there, that the primary tires would last a bit longer and I could kind of outrun the rest. And that's kind of how it worked.
Well, it was an absolutely epic run for you tonight. Congratulations on the podium and a good points night for you as well, for that matter. So, who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Matt for getting me in here. He's kind of showed me the ropes and got me back in the IndyCar. And then I also had my spotter, Lee Huber, who was helping me out the entire time, making sure that we were kind of on the same page with everything. And so, yeah, just want to thank those 2 guys. They've really gotten me up here and helped me get this podium.
All right, there you go. There's your third place finisher, William Reinhardt, as we wrap things up here from Watkins Glen International. Go back to the live look here. Oh, what a beautiful shot there, your race winner. ESRA at the Glen goes to Matt Wagner. Coming up here in just a little bit in the 10 o'clock hour, we'll have the Indy Pro 2000 series from USA International Raceway. Those have been, we'll say, a bit interesting, but with the strength of field we're going to have tonight, we're really looking forward to that one. Coming up tomorrow night here on the National Racing Network, live real-world racing coverage from Linda's Speedway. You make sure you don't want to miss that one. Micro sprint racing action radio style. The dulcet tones of Casey Kreider on the mic. Sunday, we have the High Slide Cup Series. Looking forward to having those guys back on the show again here on Sunday night. But for everybody here at the National Racing Network, we'll wrap things up here from the ESRA at the Glen. My name is Chris Graham. You have a fantastic evening, and thanks for tuning in to the Grid Rival ESRA IndyCar Series.
Have you joined the fastest growing fantasy motorsports app yet? On Grid Rival, you can join leagues with your friends and manage your own fantasy team on what race fans are calling, hands down, the best fantasy motorsport app out there. F1 and MotoGP leagues are now live for the 2021 season. Joining a league on Grid Rival will make every race more exciting, more engaging, and of course, more competitive. Download Grid Rival now on your iPhone or Android smartphone. Grid Rival is an unofficial application and not associated with Formula One, MotoGP, or any of their athletes.